I gave this talk last night about the state of the election to some folks, and I basically had talked about what, that juxtaposition that we had talked about the other day on the program, where you had Hillary Clinton out with Elizabeth Warren, and they are slamming Donald Trump. And Elizabeth Warren can do this with a tremendous amount of credibility because she's doing it from a place where it cuts against her grain a little bit. I mean, she does it very comfortably, but there's no doubt that she could take Donald Trump into any policy argument about anything and drown him in seconds. Hillary Clinton, I would argue the same way, but Elizabeth Warren, I mean, she made her bona fides were made not being a politician, but being a professor and then an advocate on bankruptcy law. I mean, so she knows this stuff. So that when she calls, Donald Trump goofy, which I think is a sort of a very Midwestern thing to do on some level. He called her that. Yeah, I know he called her that, but when she says it, it just sounds not as sort of.
Oh, the poor dear.
Yeah, exactly. And so you contrast that with Donald Trump's response to this stuff, where he gets Scott Brown, a two-time loser, someone who lost to Elizabeth Warren, to come out and call for a DNA test so that she can prove that she is or is not part Native American. And you see, that's the sign of a campaign that's losing, that they're attacking with that level of desperation. And by desperation, I mean something that resonates only with people on the right. The vast majority of people who know who Elizabeth Warren is would have no idea what the hell they're talking about. But everybody on the right does. And so much so that you get this type of thing. Howie Carr, who was, I think the last time we heard from him, he was interviewing Scott Brown, a Boston AM talk radio host, up in Maine, introducing Governor LePage, that lunatic who was had to be corrected by his own advisors that he could not call for the assassination of a county sheriff or something who, I mean, the guy is a lunatic. And so here's Howie Carr. Listen to how Howie Carr references Elizabeth Warren. And understand, this is a grown man.
I heard Hillary Clinton and Elizabeth Warren campaigning. You know Elizabeth Warren, right?
Unbelievable.
Elizabeth Warren said, or maybe it was Hillary.
All right, we don't even need to Harry Carr. So you have a grown man here. Now, understand what they're trying to say with this, right? They're trying to say that this is a classic case of the Democrats trying to use race, trying to play the race card, but also being hypocritical because she's not even Native American. Or we don't think she's Native American. She doesn't look Native American enough. But it's just it's basically their way of saying, look at how racist she is. And let me articulate that by doing this.
Total insensitivity to Native Americans.
I mean,
it's like Elizabeth Warren went to Harvard and she was like, I learned from the Eastern Wind that bankruptcy law, not good for middle class. See what they're like? They're so racist.
It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. They are spiraling down. It's like, honestly, to watch this is just like watching someone saying, I am going to bask in the sunlight by digging straight into the planet and trying to come out the other side. I'm going to go get a suntan, but first I'm going to dig my way through the planet and pop out on the other side of the earth. That's what's happening to the right now, and I'm enjoying it. Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.